There's something magnetic about the connection between an older woman and a younger man. It defies the usual rules of romance, mixing the raw energy of youth with the steady, earned confidence of experience. But here's the rub. Not every younger guy nails it. Too many trip over their own feet, sliding into habits that don't just dim their shine, they send older women run for the hills. This isn't about the age difference itself or some shallow checklist of flaws. It's about presence, how a man steps into this unique dance and owns his part in it. Older women want realness, not a knockoff of their peers or a juvenile stereotype. Too often, younger men miss it, falling into traps they don't see. If her interest fades fast, one of these 9 unattractive habits might be why. Habit 1. Being jealous of her independence. This is the dagger in so many younger-older relationships. The younger guy thinks he's ready for a woman who knows who she is until she starts taking business calls on vacation, saying no to spontaneous plans because she values her time, or refusing to be in a relationship where her freedom is questioned. Suddenly, the younger man starts getting possessive. He starts seeing her independence as a threat, not a strength. But here's the truth. Her independence is what makes her attractive. It's the result of years of building her own identity, not someone else's version of it. The moment you try to control that or pull her away from it, you become the very thing she works so hard to avoid. Want to win with her? Support her freedom. Don't make her choose between her world and yours. Invite yourself into hers and build something side by side, not from a place of control, but of collaboration. Habit 2. Lacking ambition or direction. Let's talk drive, because older women notice when it's missing. This isn't about having a fat bank account or a fancy title. Ambition isn't always measured in dollars. It's about having a pulse, a sense of where you're headed, whether that's mastering a craft, chasing a wild idea, or just taking charge of your own story. If you're drifting through life, crashing on a friend's couch with no plans beyond the next Netflix binge, she's going to wonder what you're bringing to the table. Older women, many of whom have carved out careers, explored the world, or built something solid, are drawn to younger guys with fire in their veins. A 24-year-old hustling to launch a podcast or a 29-year-old grinding toward a dream gig beats out a guy who's just coasting every time. It's not about being rich. It's about purpose. Show her you've got momentum, and she'll want to hop on for the ride. Habit 3. Make it everything about physical intimacy. Physical chemistry is a big piece of this puzzle. No one's denying that. The younger guy, older woman combo often crackles with it. But when you turn that into the whole game, when every chat veers into flirty one-liners or you treat closeness like a finish line, she's out the door. Older women want more than a fling in a fresh package. They're after depth, a real connection, a laugh that lingers, a story that pulls them in. Fixating on the bedroom flattens all that into something cheap, and she's not here for it. She's done that dance before. The smarter move? Let the heat simmer. Flirt, tease, be bold, but hook her mind first. Build something that's worth the wait. That's where the real pull lives. Habit 4. Treating her age like a punchline. This one's a straight-up deal-breaker. Some younger guys think it's playful to poke at her age, tossing out lines like, "Whoa, you could be my aunt," or "Was electricity even a thing back then?" They figure it's harmless teasing, but it's a glaring red flag she can't miss. She's not here to be your punchline or to have the gap between you rubbed in her face. She's with you because the connection overrides the calendar, not because she needs reminding of it. Those jabs don't make you witty. They make you clueless, and they chip away at her in a way that's tough to bounce back from. Older women don't doubt their age. They rock it, but they don't want it turned into a gag. Flip that energy. Lean into what her years bring, the insight, the grit, the way she cuts through the fluff. That's what hooked you, yeah? Keep the laughs easy and shared, not a dig at her. She'll stick around for that. Habit 5. Assuming she's desperate for your attention. Here's a nasty trap some younger guys fall into. They assume an older woman is so thrilled by their interest that she'll eat up anything they dish out. They saunter in with a smug grin, acting like their mere presence is a gift, showing up late, texting when they feel like it, treating her time like it's optional. Huge misstep. Older women aren't twiddling their thumbs, pining for a younger guy to swoop in and save the day. They've got packed lives, jobs, hobbies, friends, and a self-awareness that often outstrips the guy across from them. When you act like your attention is some rare prize, she sees the game a mile off, and it's a total buzzkill. Arrogance doesn't read as youthful edge. It reads as spoiled brat. Turn it around. Be punctual. Be engaged. Treat her like she's worth your A-game. She's not desperate. She's picky, and that's why she's a catch. Habit 6. Ignoring her experience to play the know-it-all. Younger men sometimes think they need to flex their smarts to keep an older woman on the hook. They'll nitpick her facts, interrupt her tales with corrections, or school her on stuff she's lived through, all to dodge looking like the kid in the room. It's a losing fight. Say she's reminiscing about a movie from her college days, and the wrong guy pipes up, "Nah, the sequel was better, you're off on that." Or he's mansplaining apps to her like she's never swiped a screen. It's not sharp, it's smug, and older women don't need a tutor. They want a vibe. They've got years on you, and that's not a flaw, it's a feature. Instead, tune in. Soak up what she's saying, add your own spin without trying to outshine her. She'll vibe with you more for it because respect is the glue here. Habit 7. Chasing her like a puppy instead of a man. Younger guys bring a natural enthusiasm that older women often adore. It's like a jolt of fresh air. But there's a line between keen and clingy, and too many cross it without a clue. Picture this. You're texting her 5 times before she replies once, hounding her for weekend plans like a kid begging for candy, or trailing her every move like you've got nowhere else to be. It's not charming, it's suffocating. Older women prize their independence, and they want a partner who's got his own backbone, not someone who needs a pat on the head every hour. When you chase too hard, the vibe flips. She's not feeling wanted anymore. She's feeling cornered, and that's when the magic dies. The trick is balance. Show you're interested, but keep your own world spinning. Let her lean in sometimes. A guy who's secure enough to give her breathing room is way hotter than one who's stuck to her like glue. Habit 8. Overcompensating with macho energy. Some younger guys think the way to lock in an older woman is to dial up the tough guy act to max volume. They strut in flexing biceps, raising their voice to dominate the room, or tossing out tales of bar fights like it's a resume for manhood. Maybe they figure she's used to older, steady types, so they've got to prove they're man enough to hang. Newsflash, she's not buying it. Picture a night out where he's cutting her off to boast about some dude he stared down last week, or pushing back on her every word to seem strong. It's not impressive, it's draining. Older women have seen every shade of bravado, and they're past it. They're hooked on quiet power, the kind that doesn't need a spotlight. She's not with you to rewind to her 20s with a loud mouth. She's here for your fresh take, not your cliches. Ditch the macho mask and let your real confidence do the talking. That's what keeps her eyes on you. Habit 9. Acting like her personal cheerleader instead of her equal. Younger guys often roll up to older women with a cocktail of respect and wonder, and that's not a bad starting point. Her poise, her stories, the way she owns a room, it's all part of the pull. But there's a tightrope here. Admire her too much, and you tumble into fanboy territory. When you're constantly fawning over her every move or treating her like some flawless queen on a throne, the spark fizzles fast. Imagine you're grabbing drinks, and she drops a casual line about a big win at work. The wrong play? Going full-on hype mode, eyes wide, gushing about how unbelievable and inspiring she is, practically applauding her like she's on stage. She's not against a kind word, but she's not here for a one-man pep rally either. Older women crave a real bond, not a pedestal. Over-the-top praise doesn't say, "I'm into you." It screams, "I'm trying to prove I belong here." And that insecurity kills the mood. The fix is straightforward. Connect, don't worship. Ask her about that win. Toss in your own thoughts. Keep it a two-way street. She's not after a cheerleader. She wants a guy who can match her stride, not just stare up in awe. How younger guys can flip the script. Dodging these habits doesn't mean faking your way into someone you're not or pretending you're older than your years. It's about leveling up, syncing your strengths with what she's bringing to the table. Here's the playbook. Swap the hype for real talk, ask sharp questions, and listen like you mean it. Trade the chase for cool-headed interest. Keep your own life humming so she's drawn in naturally. Let the physical stuff build slow and real, not forced. Drop the tough guy routine for a confidence that's chill and steady. Show up like her time matters, because it does. And for the love of all things good, celebrate her age, don't mock it. Why these habits hit harder than you realize. Here's the core of it. Older women aren't chasing younger guys to plug some gap or fluff their egos. They're in it for a rare mix of thrill and substance, a combo that's tough to snag anywhere else. But when you lean into these habits, overreaching, acting cocky, or missing her signals, you're torching the bridge before it's built. The upside? Fixing this isn't rocket science. It's not about rewriting your soul. It's about tweaking how you roll up. Stop fishing for her thumbs up and own what you've got. Quit posturing and start linking up. Shed the kid stuff and step into the guy she's betting you can be. Because when you nail it, when you fuse that youthful heat with some real respect, a dash of swagger, and a whole lot of chill, you're not just on her radar, you're locked in. The age thing fades out, and the chemistry takes the wheel.